All right, started the recording.
All right. So, where last we left the Tree of Ravens. God, this is terrible music for this. I was trying so. There we go. Where last we met the Tree of Ravens, we took a brief moment to try and get everything squared away for a rescue on Nyphix, who was captured by the guards. A stark hope that we would be able to get into where she was and pull her out before anything too dangerous had taken place or had transpired, or before she gets shipped out to Belfont, which is one of the nearby towns that you guys were just at, that wanted to pick you guys apart for, killing Captain Vickers and betraying the kingdom and all that good stuff. Terrible. I know. We squared up outside of the prison. Eelix went and gathered some information and some equipment, and we dipped down. In the meantime, Nyphix was making friends with a man named Roland, somebody who was a Tree of Ravens enthusiast and had the emblems, the history down, the knowledge, everything essentially. All the knowledge, but unfortunately had failed the exams to actually become a member of the Tree of Ravens. And he had received a pep talk by Malik that eventually one day he could perhaps be a Tree of Ravens member. Just needs time, patience, and perseverance, and he'll get there. Within short order, Nyphix's sweet guard that was trying to help her out had found himself infected by the same worms that were infecting all the other guards, that had slowly warped him into a husk of a being, only looking to take her life and end it right there. As the rest of you guys were heading in, you were hitting spell trap chamber after spell trap chamber, and even going so far as to fight yourselves inside of this battle royale, a battle in the center of the mind, if you will. However, upon succeeding and downing one of the prison's guardians, we found Nyphix and pulled her out. But in pulling her out, we realized that the guard who had been transformed was listening to her every command. A worm-infested guard. And that worm-infested guard warned Karrith that if he didn't listen, he would suffer a fate. Some type of penalty for not listening to a higher ranker or something like that. It was very hard to distinguish on this creature, as it were. We broke out of the prison, got a hold of a cart, and began racing it towards the city gates in a skill check that unfortunately we did not pass. Portcullis slammed down around us, and despite the fact of several very confused citizens on the streets, guards perch upon the towers and race into the main thoroughfare, ready to arrest you. They point their fingers and swords and tell you to drop your arms. You're under arrest. We'll make sure you get where you're supposed to be going this time. And with that, unless you guys want to try and play down a scene, it's some initiative time.
I take it all the shields around us are guards?
Yep.
And the bags
That's
are
a safe bet.
Civilians?
Bags are civilians. Who are at the end of the turn order with a powerful 7.
Yeah, I should definitely get my character sheet up. Well,
Oh, damn it.
Going to have to roll dice.
I've got a 12.
What's that? 5 plus...
That's nice that you have a plus 10 to your initiative, though.
8. 13.
Yeah. I could have gone harder on initiative, truthfully. I made a level 1 character with plus 15.
You can...
That sounds a bit impossible, but...
I can show it to you right now if you like.
It's all good.
Okay, I rolled 19 plus 3. So 22.
All right. Ooh, go Nyphix.
Ooh! You should roll for her from now on.
Right?
Kinda hate that she's missing it though, but
What can you do?
yeah. Kids happen.
Unfortunately.
Not again! Okay, so I'm going to be playing Nyphix like a standard NPC during this combat. Essentially,
Okay.
I'm not going to use her character sheet too terribly much. I'm just going to lean into abilities that a war priest would have and work from there. Make my life a little bit easier while I'm sick. I don't want to have to be leaping through a whole bunch of character sheets.
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right. So with that, Nyphix is going to look at the rest of the cart. And she's going to go, is anybody hurt? Anybody damaged? Karrith?
I'm a little bit hurt. How's everyone else?
Fresh as a daisy.
Of course you are.
Kinda not surprised.
And she's going to touch you, Karrith, and she's going to restore 11 plus 4, 15 points of health.
I can use some healing too. For the record. I couldn't
Alright,
see
thank
my
you.
mouse.
That put me to full health.
Nyphix is going to look at you, Razzik, and go, no problem, just hang out here for a minute.
Yep.
And Karrith, it is your turn.
Oh, jeez. I think I want to try to get a lay of the land because I know. Is there a way I could kind of see who's the first people that are coming towards us in some way? Because I see there's people up on that upper wall there, right? Or is that like the wall where the gate is?
That's the wall where the gate is. They are perched arrow slits.
I see. Okay. So I'm I think what I want to at least say is like kind of look to Eelix and nod up to the slits and say just like the warehouse and just be like, get close to the walls. You and Razzik, we need to get around.
Okay.
Just so that you guys aren't getting pelted by arrows. And then I'm gonna hop out of the cart and try to make my way over to this direction.
Makes sense.
All right.
Just if they start trying to pull in. So I just immediately hop to it.
All right.
And I get here. And I'm just prepared for anybody that tries to like push past me.
All right. It is the guard's turn. You'll watch as the guard in front is going to lower his hand, initiating the 6 guards in the tower to begin taking no prisoners. I don't know what this one is.
I see that 20 in it.
It's either
2
3
of
or-
them.
3.
Right.
3!
So everybody gets 200 gold.
Jesus. Yeah! Is that what that really was?
Yeah, everyone's going to get 300 gold, but those nat 20s are going to suck.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the 18 is going to hit, but the 6 is only a 10. So I don't think a 10 hits you.
I think a 10 shouldn't hit me. My armor class is on 19
Your
right now
base
with
is
the
a
armor
10,
I'm wearing.
so it definitely doesn't hit you.
All right, so that's going to be a lot.
Hit them with the smolder.
42 points of damage as Karrith hops out of the wagon and is pelted with arrows.
Jesus, 42? Is that what you said?
It was 3, because of the nat 20s, you had 3 6s that were maxed, and there were 4 ones that hit you, so I rolled again, which is 16 points of damage. And then because 4 guards hit you, they all had +2 to their hit. That's 8. Are you unconscious immediately?
Yes. So I can only imagine making that plan, getting out, and just completely being lit up by arrows and falling to the ground.
You know, I said
Jesus.
I said death was on the table tonight. I didn't realize it was
It sure is. 42. So that makes me -3.
The other guards are going to hold their positions and are going to basically call out on this one. One down, the other 3 surrender. And that'll bring it to Razzik's turn.
Okay. Pull my dagger.
Alright. Sorry.
And take this bitch hostage. Anyone shoots one more arrow and I'm gutting the civilian.
All right. And you will watch as that civilian begins to scream.
Good. Scream, bitch. Scream.
We've gotten civilian gutting already?
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'll kill anybody I need to get out of the situation. Someone scrape Karrith off the floor.
I bypassed you, Eelix, because you are up at the table. So
Yeah,
if you want
sorry.
to come back.
Sorry, I need to go grab my food at the door. So Karrith is down. I think I got one of those healing potions left. Man, let me check. I can't find my notes. So let's just say we do or we don't. All right, so I'm gonna try. I don't see a wall here. Are these These are standard
The
guards.
big dark gray area is a wall. The green square is a gate.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna try and grab Karrith and drag him back toward Nyphix and Razzik.
I do have a question about that, because I did say to you the best way for you to get out is to go to the wall. Am I still conscious enough when he comes over to me to just tell him he needs to get out of the range of fire?
Well, I'm not gonna go into fire. I'm not dumb.
Well, I'm just saying, as soon as me getting out of that cart drew all that fire to me, this is your guys' opportunity to get out before they draw again.
Yeah. And kill off another one of your characters in the process.
I just mean, that was a fated die right there.
Yeah.
They wanted me nailed there.
No, Nails is a different character.
Nails is a different character.
All right, so we have an unconscious man, a hostage situation. Eelix, you can also, if you want to do a perception, you can take the guard's temperament at this Razzik hostage situation.
Yeah, because you know what? I'm not all about these types of hostage situations.
They never go right.
No. So, is there an action in Pathfinder that lets you kind of gauge the strength of your enemies, like there is in Fabula Ultima, where I could study there and I get the general information of a target? Is there a way to do that in Pathfinder?
Not particularly.
Uh-huh.
You have abilities like Study Combat, which allows you to get bonuses against a target that you were using.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. I would say a perception check, with that as the understanding. I can kind of give you a heads up on the things that you're dealing with currently.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking for more my spells will affect the targets or not, because they're weak enough. All right, so here's what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is totally in line with what Eelix would normally do. I'm going to use the perception to get a read on the room with the hostage situation while maneuvering myself forward out of the guard's range of fire, using the wall as cover. That's what I want to do, and then I'll figure out what to do from there. So it's a 14 plus perception 8. So that's a 20. Wait, no, 14 plus 8. 28 plus 4.
22.
Yeah, 22. I was going to say 23.
So you'll gather there are 3 temperaments about this. The first temperament, and by far the largest temperament, is 1 life to save many. Sure, he has one girl, but, if we shoot him down fast enough, he will die, and she'll be released. And if not, her death will go towards the knowledge that she was the one who helped stop 4 mass murderers. The second temperament in the room, which is the second most largest, is a couple guards that are understanding that is the status quo, and they are not comfortable with it. They are ill-fated to draw their bows on Razzik and the girl. You can see that they have an idea of their own families being in similar situations as this. But there is also the cautious understanding that these 4 are criminals. If they let you go with this hostage, their odds are she's going to die anyway, but they are conflicted. The third, and is the smallest group, is about 3 or 4 guards in here, including, once I pop up my guy here, this one right here, who, when Razzik grabs a hold of the woman, he smiles, and he simply says under his breath, "Congratulations."
Oh shit, Razzik,
Mm-hmm.
you're infected.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It was only a matter of time, friend. Let's be honest. There's room in here for more.
Okay. Do I still have the ability to maybe cast a spell?
Yeah,
Perception check.
that's just a bonus or a free action.
Okay.
How you really rule it.
I want to hit one of the ones that is like, yeah, we'll just take her ass out. I want to hit one of them with a charm person. One more that's slightly less hostile. And like I said, I want to get myself under cover as well. Like, I don't want to be where those arrows can be.
All right. What you're currently standing next to, this little thing here, as soon as I get my right clicker, is a guardhouse.
Mhm.
It is there mainly as like a waypoint, a checkpoint. This woman was obviously working it. And then if you hug the wall and start heading down this direction,
Okay.
you will avoid getting shot on by any arrows unless they lean over the wall to get you, in which case a well-placed sleep spell will send them the rest of the way over.
Yep.
If you feel frisky, you can run through the guardhouse and jump out the back window, and if you head this way, you're going towards the ports.
Yep.
That would be another exit.
Well, with Karrith unconscious, that's not really going to help us now.
Well, remember, I can always bail, change my face, and get out of Dodge.
Well, that's lovely for
Yeah.
you. Well, the rest of us are fucked.
And this isn't one of those ones where I can come back and get you all later, though.
Yeah.
Speech is a free action, right?
Speech is a free action, so long as it's not a
I'm gonna lean
modifier.
down. I'm gonna lean my head real close to this lady's ear, and I'm gonna be like, "Tell them about your family, your children. Tell them how many people will miss you when you're gone. Tell them now."
Roll an intimidation.
Jesus, Razzik.
Don't fucking have intimidate. Woo!
But
Well, I got fucked. Well, there you go. That's what you get. 5.
plus what?
No.
Oh. That's all right. I'm still doing that charm spell to try and like reduce the number of extremely hostile ones.
All right. Let's see how that one works. It's saying it's 14, but I'm saying it's cocked because it's sitting in the side of the dice tray.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a little bit better. It's going to be a 14.
Okay.
That's
It looked like it was about to get cocked again. I was like, what the fuck?
That's a 12. With that said, I will charm that guy there. Unless you want to, if you're aiming for one of the archers in the tower, let me know.
Nope. I just want one that's not going to be hitting us line of sight, and then I'm going to need to measure some things here. That's going to be it for this round for me.
All right. It is the civilian's turn. The woman is still going to scream out, essentially, "Help! Help! I don't want to die!" That upset my cat, apparently. And then with that, it comes over to this turn. And we're going to have them perch right there. They will have finished climbing and have gotten into their position.
Oh, look at that.
All right.
Don't get to burn down somebody's beach hut. That's nice.
It is Nyphix's turn. She is going to take a look at Karrith being down and back at you, Razzik. And she is going to
fucking Karrith.
Get right here. And she is going to spend some points of her fervor using the carriage. I'm going to actually put the carriage down so we actually have it as a piece of cover. It will be green. There we go. She's going to get there using the carriage as cover. And she is going to burn a use of her fervor. And she's going to heal 21 health to Razzik and Karrith and herself. And Eelix. You'll be inside the blast as well.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
And with that, Karrith, I'm assuming you're no longer incapacitated.
I guess so. As long as those arrows don't puncture anything vital.
All right, it's your turn.
Oh, it's back to me already.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. I feel like with Karrith's stumble of feeling every arrow hit him as he dropped to that point to just wake up in that moment again. God. Karrith is gonna get. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The eyes of the archers are not currently on you. They seem to be trained on that.
But they are.
Okay. Are they standing in front of a window front over there, or is it just kind of like a wall?
It's a parapet, so you have those little bricks that come up and make essentially barricades that they can hide behind, but they can peek out and shoot from those barricades. At the moment, they are leaning over the barricades, using them as like a balancing object.
Where, pardon me, where Eelix and Razzik are in this area.
Oh, there are no guards inside that building.
Okay. I just didn't know if like I could see like a window or something right within this area. From my view.
There is a door. There's a door right here and a large window here.
Okay.
Through the window we go.
So I'm going to get up and try to pull an arrow at least out of one of my legs just so that I can get back to moving. And I'm just going to look to Nyphix and tell her, like, run! And immediately start pointing the dagger in my hand, point over to that window, and start pushing this direction alongside to practically get us to start running that direction.
All right. Several of the civilians are going to start
You
clearing
have
out.
more
of this
movement than that, Nate. You can keep going. You only move like 10
Well,
feet.
I just got up. Doesn't
Hacker
that take
movement,
some of my movement? Yeah. So that's only 15 feet. So that was like 3 probably squares from this point. 1, 2. Yeah, about right there maybe.
Those ones are going to move up. They're curious. All right. So with that, it is the turn of the guards. The captain of the guard is going to raise his hand once more and looks towards Razzik and simply just says, "You know, we're shipping you back for a way how to clear your names. At the moment, you're only guilty of assumed crimes. You don't want to commit one for real, do you?"
Assumed crimes you were going to kill us for. And what are we supposed to do now? Trust you?
It was what
Explain
Belfont
how
was
we can
looking
trust
for
you.
for.
I'm sorry, say that one more time, because I talked over you.
It was what Belfont was trying to kill you for. This is too late. And while we both fall under the umbrella of the Empire, I'd like to think we're more civil here. If you want to roll a sense motive, you can, Death.
Yeah, let me see what I got. Fucking sense stuff. Uh, 16.
As you're checking him out, he is essentially trying to get you to release the hostage so that he doesn't have it on his conscience when he releases all these arrows into you.
So he's lying.
For the most part, he intends to take you alive and ship you out if you happen to break out on the road. He doesn't give a single fuck. But in the moment, you are currently in his city. He doesn't believe the charges against you. Just asking if you want another one.
I look at the group, and I guess I would say, so do we trust this man, or do we say fuck it and do what we have to do to get out of here?
You're not killing the hostage, but
Yeah, I'm thinking just
absolutely
run.
kill this person and anyone else I have to get out of the city.
we're not surrendering here. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. But honestly, Karrith is looking at Razzik like, what the fuck are you doing?
Murder. I'm doing murder if I have to. You may be willing to like stand on your convictions or whatever, but I'm not going to die in this place.
His
And,
intent is still to run.
and with that, the captain's hand goes back up.
And I let the woman go, and then immediately jump through the window.
All right. Give me a minute. Your turn is on its way up. I'm just.
Oh, okay. I thought that was my turn. That's why you're talking to me. My bad.
It was the guard's turn. He's currently ordering his men into positions of
Yes.
strong attack.
Yes. Group them up.
He's just going to run through the water. He doesn't care.
Now's the time for lightning. He's dampened.
All right.
Winry. Stop it.
All right.
Stop it.
And Eelix, it is your go.
Alrighty, that's what I was waiting for. Alright. Huh? 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 Aha! I'm going to pop a sleep right here. That's going to hit all 4 of these.
20-foot bloom, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was 10.
Well, in that case, move it over a little bit, and you would hit the
10-foot radius.
captain
Oh yeah. I mean, if I put it here, hold on.
Well, I'm
How's
giving
that?
you the. There you go. That's about the size of 10 feet.
That's not 10 feet. That's 5 feet.
Go away, dog.
No, that's 10 feet.
Is it? Because when I do the measure and I start here, that's 5. That's 5. That's 10. That's 5. And from here, that's 5 to him. 10 to him.
Yep, that's 10 feet on that guy.
Can you see my measurements?
I can.
Because I get 10
Although,
there, 10 there.
He would be closer to him anyway, and he would be there because they're currently grouping up for the attack anyway. So
Yeah.
10 feet is not going to have those three there. They were outside of their bricks.
I'm calling shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, I just made it. There you go. Blah, blah. 10 feet.
I know. I'm just saying.
Oh,
That's,
wait.
because that's 5. That's 5. That's 10. So that should hit. And then that's 5 there, too. So, like, right here should hit
see-
all of them.
But see, if you say, here's the square, and 10 feet this way and 5 feet that way, that's 15 feet.
Oh. Well, I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm tired.
Well, you got 3 of them, bro.
I
Hit
can
them.
get 3 of them. Knock them.
All right.
I'm not gonna try it on the captain because he's probably not gonna get sleep too easily. But 3 of his guards.
And you'll watch those 3 guards fall unconscious as the sleep spell affects them. And the captain just simply says, the hard way it is then. And on his turn, he will start making motions to apprehend you guys the hard way. You still have movement and your bonus action.
I'm going to go into this. I'm going to dive a window here. So I can stay fully covered. If there
All
is
right.
indeed a window. And then I'm going to do the poke and incapacitate. Crowd control mode.
All right.
Hell, man.
Razzik, you are up.
Look at Karrith and Nyphix, and I'm like, all right, just do what I do. And I let the woman go, and I'm like, hold on. I'll let her go. And then I let her go and immediately jump through the window and just full retreat. Boom, gone.
All right. She will
Let
get
me
pushed out,
alive. Let's get the hell out of here.
she'll get pushed out of your way, and you are free to retreat whatever way you want.
Yeah, through the building.
You're
Along
back,
the
grab my
wall.
schmooty.
And I don't know how far I went. How far did I go?
There
Runkle.
should be a measure. There's a measurement thing on the
Yeah,
right
60
side.
feet.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I'm doing there. Right there.
All right. Civilians' turn. They're going to come around the corner here because they are super curious about how this is going to break out, while everybody else flees like no one's business, because they are not hanging around for any of whatever this is about to become. That will put it to the top of the turn order with Nyphix. Nyphix is going to wing up and fly through the building herself. And she will hug the wall. I believe right there was where I measured it to. Yep. Cool. As she is flooring it. Karrith, you are up.
Yeah, we're not winning this fight here. I see those people out. I'm just gonna try to follow up behind. And I'm just gonna make sure to just get into the building where Eelix is heading and check on Eelix, but make sure not to get him infested. So I'm just more at a distance as soon as I come through the door. And I'm just like, run, like, let's just keep going.
Okay.
There's no stopping.
All right, so you want to be the back man in this caravan?
Yeah.
All right.
I know I'm not convincing with as many shots as I could take.
Karrith, it is now the guard's turn. They're going to have disadvantage shots on Razzik and Nyphix. This one's on Razzik. That's a miss. This one's on Razzik. That is a miss. This one is on Nyphix. That is a miss. These guards are going to start coming over as well, and then these guards are going to use their movement to push further along the wall. You come back one.
Oh. Speech is a free action, right? I can do it whenever I want.
Speech is indeed a free action.
I'm going to shout, "Protect us!" out to that charmed guard. Doesn't necessarily have to be putting him in danger.
Yeah,
Such
but it's
things-
not a command, it's a charm.
Yeah.
Help? Just simple help?
Yeah.
Which he will.
Help.
He's going to help by making sure that this woman is okay and getting her out of the way.
That's fine.
So he will be removed from the battle in one way or another.
Yes.
The captain's going to start hightailing it over. These guys are going to stack up. One of them is going to get a shot. The other one is not. And it is one shot. This is going to be at Eelix. Eelix, does an 18 hit you?
How is he hitting me?
He is shooting through the cart. If it hits you, he's shooting over the cart and over the window. If it hits you, I have to roll again because you're behind cover.
My AC is a 13.
All right. You are missed.
Okay.
The arrow will soar into the building and slam into the wall.
I was like, how am I getting hit? I'm inside a building.
It's a weird system how it tries to do it, but
Yep.
at least it worked in your favor. Now go.
Yes, I will be doing that.
Once my feet allow me.
Once the round timer has elapsed and my turn comes back around initiative. Can you imagine if that's the way life worked?
Right. It's like a red light, green light everywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
And Eelix, you are up.
There you go, green light.
All right, so I was here. Let me check my movement rate again. I want to say it was something like 35 feet. Walk speed, 20 feet. So it's 40 if I doubled run.
You only have 20?
Yeah. So
For
it
your
says for
movement?
walking. Walk
What's your
speed.
race?
Huh?
What's your race?
Elf.
You're weighted. You should have 30.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to make sure. I was like, I'm pretty sure you can go further than that.
The next
Yeah,
slowest
30,
from
give
walk
or
speed
take.
is dwarf. And then that's when 20 starts.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
sheets being a sheet. All right. So I'm going to come out to... fuck me. Unless they dip over the edge, and then I can just bone them. How far away is Captain Clink? 30 feet away.
I didn't mean to move that.
Ooh. I mean, I might as well, just because I can. I don't know if it's going to fucking work or not, but it may not work, but it's better than doing nothing. I'm going to Can I see the captain from where I'm at? Oh,
Absolutely.
never mind. Captain's over there. There's a wormy guy coming after Nyphix. I'm going to sleep the wormy guy.
All right. Wormy guy sleeping.
We don't want anybody taking damage as much as possible on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And with that, Razzik, it is your turn.
Full retreat! And off the map.
All right.
Homie, don't play that.
It is Nyphix's turn. She will also start full-on retreating to get out. Karrith, you are up.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Are you still able to keep moving, or was that your full dash?
He dashed and spellcasted. Or he ran a spellcast.
Okay. So I'm gonna just stay here and prepare any action just in case anyone tries to push up on Eelix.
All
Because I
right.
know this guy's sleeping, but I know the captain's on the way.
When you push up, you will also see that this guy is rounding the corner.
Okay.
And
Just
it
make
is
sure.
the... Before I do anything wild, let me know. You get...
What's up?
So
Yeah,
before I do
I'm
anything wild, let me know. All right. So this the guard captain is going to push up on you, Karrith, and he will begin setting up his attacks.
Okay.
5, 10, and I need a stealth roll because you got a proc. Cool. All right. Didn't need to hit hard, just needed to hit. And Karrith, as you run, watch this guard start running up on you to take a swing at you. He will whip his first attack, and upon the whipping of that first attack, an arrow will click into the ground by your feet. And it
Jesus.
did not come from the side of where the guards were, but within 20 feet of you, smoke begins to billow.
Run your hands.
And you'll hear the guard captain start coughing.
Okay.
The arrow
I guess
came
in that
from this direction here.
Okay. So since we're in the smoke, I'm pretty sure I can't see where exactly that came from, but I'm gonna try to just make sure to usher Eelix to keep moving and just like pull up the leather a little bit, try to pull it over my face,
All
just
right,
so I'm not breathing whatever the toxin is.
speaking of, Eelix, it's your turn.
I am going to double dash my ass
You
out
are-
of here.
You are also in clean white smoke.
Yes, but I am going to double dash my ass completely out of here.
All right.
I should make it to about what? Here?
60.
60?
You should be able to make 60 if you have 30.
Okay.
If 30 is your normal movement and you just dash,
Yep.
you should be able to get 60.
That should be right about there.
All right. We're going to have Razzik has escaped combat at this point in time. Nyphix will begin escaping combat as Nyphix is going to hold the line, waiting for Eelix to get in the front. She's going to be holding at the battle line limits, as well as waiting on Karrith. Karrith, it is your turn.
Okay. So, yeah, I just immediately pull up the leather, just start kicking my heels, and immediately try to roll over the incapacitated wormed guy, and just start making my way.
All right.
Does he get any attack of opportunity on me because you said it's clean white smoke?
It's clean white smoke, but it's obscuring clean white smoke. So his attack of opportunity is going to be at disadvantage.
Okay. So,
Which he
Go
hits,
ahead.
apparently.
Yep. I'll come back here. There you go.
For heavy damage, that's going to be 13 points.
Okay. So immediately as soon as I start turning, where does he hit me? You said 13?
Yeah, he's just going to take a clean swipe at the back of your armor as you're running.
Okay. And just turn around and just... No! Am I able to keep moving now?
Yeah. As long as you didn't go down.
All right. Roll over him, just immediately start getting to here. Just ready to protect him again.
All right. With that, the guards will take their turn. They are going to line up on Karrith. He is away from the wall, so it's going to be 4 normal rolls. That's a miss. 11 plus 4, 15.
I'm 19.
Okay.
So miss. Only one will hit you.
Mm-hmm. And that's all it usually needs to be sometimes.
And Nyphix is going to take her held action to step in between. And shoulder the blow. They're only d6s. Plus 2. 8 points of damage to Nyphix.
That was literally as much health as I had. Jesus criminy.
So she'll glance at that one and get sliced up a bit. And with that, combat will end, and you guys will all escape out on your turns.
Perfect. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta put these dogs
Jesus.
outside. All right, let's go.
Okay. Oh my god.
After that, we'll be moving. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I said after that, we're moving into the second skill challenge to try and get to the docks and get a boat out of here.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like the amount of heat I felt in the back of my neck there as soon as I just got hit and it was like 42 damage. I'm like, fuck.
Okay. Eyes back.
But yep,
Holy shit.
3 crits will do that to you.
Yep. I just wonder what the dice are trying to tell me here.
Get fucked, stay flecked is what I was thinking.
All right, so we are now in a skill challenge with you 3 being the skill leaders to try and get out of here and resolve the conflict. As you already know, you need 3 successes before you accumulate 3 failures on your way to, I assume, commandeer a boat or find a hiding spot. I am not your dad. I will not tell you what to do.
Okay.
I just need to know who wants to roll first, what skill they want to roll, and a dice roll.
Uh-huh.
I want to go for perception. As soon as we get this break-free moment to look around, I want to roll for perception to see a clear exit, such as a boat that's not commandeered at the moment. Or like maybe, a boat's probably the only way. Yeah, I think that's mostly what I'm pinpointing is just looking for a boat that's just an easy access, easy get out.
All right, go ahead and roll that perception check.
If not a boat, another gate?
Well, if this is the docks.
Oh, well.
Oh my god, of course I'd roll a 2 in this situation. Plus 9 for my perception at least, so it's an 11.
11.
I know, that's terrible. I was really hoping for a win there.
So with that, you start taking a look around, and you're too far away from the docks at the moment to get an accurate bead on boats or anything that's going to happen. But what you do notice is there is a man who's chasing after your group and is keeping up well-timed pace. He is very much older. He's wearing a hood to obscure his features, but you will see his hands are very signedly aged. He is wielding a black, gnarled bow, and he is firing off smoke arrows to obscure your path, and then firing them off in different alleyways to try and divert attention, to make it so that nobody knows what paths you're truly taking. But you are unsure of who this man is at the time.
Yeah.
With that, Eelix and Razzik. 1 fail so far, you need 3 successes.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I'm going to go with a stealth check to try and find, like, the best way to get through here without being seen.
a skill challenge to answer your question, Razzik.
No. I mean, like, what skills are required? Like, did we need to check against?
You pick a skill, and then you explain it story-wise. And if it makes sense, then you will roll it against... Jeez. Do you guys miss her or something? What the fuck?
So that's a 12.
Yeah, right. We're rolling for Sweet Mama right now.
I just want to see something. I just want to see something. I just want to see it. I just want to see.
I just want to talk to him.
Okay.
I just want to see something.
I just want to talk.
I'm getting off of that color. I'm going to a different color.
You think it was the color?
I think it was the color.
Damn these colors!
It was the blue.
Oh. All right. So
It was the blue.
As you are trying to stealth your way around the alleyway and try and figure out the best opportune ways to hide yourself and hide your presence, while you're receiving assistance, unfortunately, every guard in the city is currently alerted. And every corner you're turning, you're finding more guards who are looking for you, and you guys in specific, or in particular. But yeah, so Razzik, how to do this is you pick a skill on your sheet that is not one of the ones that's already chosen, so perception and stealth are off the table. You then explain how you're using it, and if it makes sense for the environment and for the skill, you then roll against a DC that's set and try to accumulate 3 successes before you accumulate 3 failures, which is a dog's errand at this point.
How about a knowledge local to know about some sort of sewer entrance or back alley hideaway that is off the radar of the guards?
I see what you're aiming for.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Okay. $25.
All right. So with that, you access your knowledge of basically being a world-traveling wizard and start analyzing different pathways that you could be going, as well as how the guards responded in Belfont when you had started retreating the last time. And within a quick moment, you are now significantly furthering your pace to get to the docks, or to get to a hiding spot. Which one was your objective? Hiding spot or the docks?
Well, if we push to the docks and try to find a boat, they could still chase us, and maybe with a much better boat. So, like, maybe the hiding space is the play. Which one is closer geographically?
So, in this situation, think about it more in this perspective. Once the skill challenge is over, it will result in either you getting away or you being apprehended. Those are the only 2 options here. If you're choosing to get on the boat, then understand that once you get on the boat, you are gone, the chase scene is over, new events will start taking place. If your option is to hide, you want to complete more things that are sitting here. Like there's a quest that's piqued your attention. You're still after Malik. You still want to try and get in contact with Nails. And you're trying to stay in the city and just get off of the guards' radar, very Metal Gear Solid-esque. But either way, at the end of this, either combat reinitiates in a closer, more enclosed battle that's going to be harder for you guys to run from next time, or you will hide or you will escape.
Is anyone close enough? I'm going to ask the group, would you prefer a hiding space, or are we trying to make it to the docks?
We just wanted Nyphix. We are getting out of here.
All right, so docks then? Docks.
All right.
Docks, anything that gets us away.
All right, skill challenge has refreshed, and we are now back on the track again. Anybody can choose. You can't do perception, stealth, or knowledge local. We have 1 success, 2 failures. I am scared to let any of you roll because in skill checks...
I believe me, I know. I am trying to have some faith of whatever deity is in this, and it's not Poseidon.
if it's a skill check, Duality is normally a low roller. Death is normally a high roller, but for today, man, his dice rolls are sinking him, except they're finally starting to warm up. And, dude, Nate, you are very, very swingy. I don't know which way you're going to fall today.
I got an idea.
I know.
What's your idea?
All right, correct me if I'm wrong. We're running into parts of the city where there are still civilians all around.
There are civilians. They are scattering and trying to get away from the commotion, but they are inside of your trampling path. The civilians were kind of hoping the guards would stop you at the gate.
No, that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is, are we running into civilians who don't know what's going on?
Yeah, there's going to be some confusion.
All right, sweet. I'm going to reach in my pouch, pull out like 20 or 30 gold, and be like, free money, and launch it into the air and book. To try to cause some confusion.
So what skill is that?
I don't know.
I'll
tell you what, I'll say it in a whole bunch of languages. Linguistics.
Yeah, I mean, that I would give it a linguistics check. Or if you're trying to distract them from something that's happening. So bluff linguistics.
Yeah.
That's a 21. In a whole bunch of languages, free money. Gold on the ground, free money.
All right. You'll watch as there are some people who are just straight up confused by what is going on, but you will see some that are maneuvering into the streets and attempting to now follow behind this train, trying to catch money as it's going raining down from the sky, and their hats getting pelted in the eyes with coins. A weird mixture of both happy things are going in their direction, but also in the same moment, not exactly pleased about the weight of these coins. All right, so linguistics has been checked. We are now 2 for 2. It is pass or fail time.
Rochambeau.
For it. I just rolled an 18.
Go for it.
Like, let's see what happens when
I feel like I'm better with following up behind. So if you want to go first.
Giggity. All right. Fuck. What would I use?
Something you got a lot of fucking points in.
No, I know. We used stealth, perception, linguistics.
Yeah.
And local knowledge.
Yes.
You know what? Fuck it. Disguise. Try and find something that I can use to hide her trail with.
Okay.
Roll good, you
All right.
pig. That would be a 10 plus another 10. That's a 20.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. And with that, you will find yourself disguising yourself and the group with some quick changes and some quick ruffling work in costume acting. And within a minute, you have disguised yourselves as several of the people who are now digging for coin, now mimicking their expressions entirely. Your entire group is now pretending to be 4 randomly picked commoners. And with that, you all will arrive at the dock to a couple of confused ship workers who hear the city's alarm going off and are equally getting curious. Some of them are still wearing off their wares, like, all right, if it's not over here, it doesn't bother us at all. But you do see a rather portly man who is currently stringing up his boat. He's got a small boat. I wouldn't call it a raft, but, you know, it's no warship. But he's currently stringing it to the counter for the day. He has already hauled off his load. A fishing boat, really. It would be a fishing boat. That'd be a good idea. But like a city fishing boat, not like a fishing boat you go out on with your drunk friends. And he'll see the 4 of you guys running up. And immediately kind of goes into curious mode. He's like, oh, hey, what's going on in Tulsa town?
You didn't hear?
No, just pulled in. Got my wares off, and then the alarm started sounding.
Dude, you better get out of here. They just had a major breakout at the prison. There's monsters roaming the streets. Run for your home. Save your family.
Go ahead and roll a bluff.
Oh, no. I'm gonna roll terribly. 12.
All right.
I don't cue that. That's
Yeah,
So
but still, like, what do you have to plus?
He's gonna shout out to the other dock workers. Hey, you got family head in town. If you don't, disembark. And he's gonna re-pull up his boat. He goes, "Let's go. If you need a ride."
Please, thank you.
All right, you help me push this. And he points towards Nyphix, and Nyphix just kind of like cocks her head at him and goes, "Karrith, you're stronger than I am."
Yeah, I immediately start helping them with it.
And the two of you start pushing this boat out as all the rest of you jump on, and he will disembark this fishing vessel as it begins pulling its way over. He's going to go, pull out that rope over there. Get the sails down. Not a single person is getting on this boat.
Knowledge sailing? Question mark?
It would still be a ride check.
I don't have fucking ride either.
You got a 4 in ride.
Yeah, sure do. All right, here you go. 1 ride check. 8. Sorry, I haven't been on a boat in a long time. I'm trying.
You pull on the string, and it comes undone, but you end up going up with it. Make an acrobatics check.
Fucking have that. 20.
All right. You safely land on your feet, twisting your ankle only slightly. It'll heal in a minute, but you take the 3 points of damage, which is literally not even really worth tracking down at the moment because you're going to plan on resting.
Yep.
And the boat is now out at sea. And with that encounter is currently over. You have departed Torlay, but are now on the sail.
Okay. While we're all here, I have an idea. Here's my idea. Tell me what you guys think. All right. First, we kill all the worms that are in us. All right. I can make whatever kind of magic necessary happen to kill the little bastards. Second, instead of staying in this area, let's get far the fuck away to like the next country over or two, and then let's build up our base, gain in power and experience, and then come back here and wreak holy vengeance, because what's happening here is not working for us at all.
What the hell, Razzik?
I don't want to hear anything other than
That was an innocent person back there that you infected.
Absolutely gutted them to get out. That's what I was thinking. And look, we're out. I don't want to hear it. Holier than thou only works out when you're actually holier than thou. But if we're all convicts, I say, so the shit fishermen can't hear us.
For the one that called out, oh, we're not that. Is that what you want to say? We're not convicts. You were even saying to that captain in that situation, this is...
Look, you can look at me or think of me any way you like. The end result is the goal, and look where we are. So any righteous indignation you have, you can fucking keep.
We didn't need any more people infected.
Yeah. Well, I didn't need to be infected. None of this needed to happen, but here we are. So we're making fucking scrambled eggs, motherfucker. Scrambled eggs. This is the situation where
you better start watching your tone with me, Razzik.
Or your what?
There is no reason that you should have even put your hands on me in the situations that you have put us all in back there.
I put you in.
Yes! We wouldn't have had to have gone down alone.
I'm
We
sorry.
needed to work with the routes we were given.
And immediately got dropped. All right, and I made a play that gave
Those arrows could have been in your back, Razzik!
I mean,
But they weren't.
I'll be honest with you. Is it you talking or the worms? I don't know.
Keep it up.
You keep it up.
I turn and I get to the other side of the boat.
With that, the sailor comes back out from underneath the dock. Everything all right? Had some screaming.
Yeah. Someone just had to check their emotions.
Okay. All
Thank you
involved.
again for bringing us along. We appreciate it.
It's all involved. Let the sea be the only thing tempestuous out here.
Yeah. That's a great idea. We should all do that. If there's anything we can do to help move the vessel along or make this trip more profitable for you, anything at all, please let us know.
Well, I suppose my question is going to be where you headed.
Anywhere but here. It's dangerous back there.
Well, I normally operate all around Esil. If you're looking to be dropped off somewhere else.
Oh, if you're willing to go that far, we'll take as far as you're willing to go from here.
Apart from here, eh?
Yeah.
That'll be Jordan. It's trading port outside of Moon Island. Still technically part of Esil, but it's a principality.
That sounds like a refreshing change of pace. Perhaps that would do. If you'd be willing to take us that far, we'd very much appreciate it. And I reach into my pouch and pull out like 50 gold, and I give it to the man. And I'm like, I hope this helps to compensate you for the added time you're not at port.
Well, I gotta start fishing again anyway. Do appreciate it.
Yeah, no, we appreciate what you did, and I just wanted to make sure you really understood what it meant to us. So,
However, I'll warn you, the trip from Esil to Moon Island is going to be fraught with a bit of danger. Hopefully you all are worth your salt.
well, I would like to think we are, but it's been a trying day.
Speaking of, do you guys want me to roleplay Nyphix, or do you want her as just a silent passenger?
It's up to you, man. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm either or on it. I don't have a strong feeling one way or the other. Just as long as it doesn't like jam her up when she gets back.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Like, I definitely feel more like she, just because of how the result of everything happened in this situation, I feel like she would stay more stoic in this situation. Maybe contemplate things a little more once she's able to like rationalize after everything's settled down.
I feel she would have, in a very military mindset, been distraught that we took a hostage, but okay since the hostage didn't get hurt. But then would probably...
But knowing our situation.
Yeah. But then knowing the situation would probably just let things blow over and wait until a more peaceful time to do things. You all heading to the same place?
As far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
We'll see when we get there.
All right. Let's cast off then. And he will re-up the sails and begin the journey. The night falls as unexpected, as expected as it would, and as pleasantly uneventful as you could possibly imagine. The horrors that are currently ravaging the mainland that you left are currently to your backs, and the wind, and your sails. What do you do this night? As the ensign closes the sails down, retires for the night, and anchors his ship, getting himself some rest for the morning.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I can change my cantrips between day, right?
For wizards, I mean, you can change as long as they're within your spell book. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Basically, any long rest, you can change out any spells that you have memorized for any ones that you have in your spell books.
Well, I thought you get all the cantrips for free.
No.
No?
Wizards get, I think, a certain amount of them.
You get a certain amount you can cast per day, but you know them all, was my understanding.
I can check real quick.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep, containing all 0 level wizard spells, except those from their opposed schools.
Right, that's fine.
I'm thinking 5e, I think. 5e is like pick 5 spells. This way you don't go into later levels as the cantrip master.
Right. So I'm gonna switch out this.
All right. So Razzik and Eelix and Karrith, what are you guys doing for the night?
I am going to find some place on this boat that I can just relax at. Just sit, relax, and I'm going to, before I go to bed, pump all the magic I can into that egg.
All right.
Thinking good thoughts on it.
Would Eelix find the ocean soothing, or would he find a quiet place below deck soothing?
Probably stay above deck. Ocean sounds are good sounds. Stop.
You rest yourself at the forefront of the ship. I think that's a stern, but I'm probably stupid.
Leave her alone.
And just watch as the tides come in and out, very gentle for the moment. The night sky is clear ahead. Every star is on display. The moon is currently at waning, not full. And you take a moment to rest and relax. You hold the egg in your hand and begin pumping magic inside of it. And as you do, you feel the egg begin to thrum and almost hum in your hand, and see an outline of a creature. Vaguely humanoid. For the most part, looks like very out of place sized legs and arms. The head is relatively small, as well as the body. It just currently looks a bit mismatched. And you'll notice that there is a warmth to the egg. You also put in it blistering invective and read magic. So you will see this, then that was prior. You will see that energy kind of swirling inside as if the egg is currently incubating this humanoid creature inside of a campfire. And the egg grows about 1.5 inches in size. You'll notice the color also starts to mutate, taking on almost a muddy greenish brown texture.
Okay.
With more and more spells that you pump into it, eventually the egg will take on the aspect of that mud, that that wet earth. And as you sit there kind of wondering what that means, an hour or two drags onto the night, and you'll notice the egg begins molting that brown ichor and turning more of a greenish cerulean blue, glowing with this new magic that has been infused within it. Roll me a percentile dice.
You behave and roll correctly. 31.
You sense that you've gotten this egg to its infantile stage. It's not going to hatch soon. Like another day or two, pumping magic in it will give you another boost at it, and you're going to have a day or two on the sea.
Okay.
But it is very receptive to your magic, and you almost feel this warmth is being granted to you and you alone. In a way, it's almost attuning to you. And Karrith, how about yourself?
I think Karrith is going to have a long moment with himself. He's going to watch Belmont go from the distance. Just thinking about all the opportunities that were missed. The situations they could have been out of. And he's just going to keep remembering every thud of those arrows that took him down that first move he made.
All right. And what about yourself, Brad? Sorry, did you have more you want to add?
No, you're all good.
And what about you, Razzik? What are you doing for the night?
Well, I'm going to change a spell, and then I'm going to conduct an experiment. I essentially aim my finger at me and cast Ray of Frost.
Roll a will save.
I purposely fail.
You cannot.
Oh, I cannot? Okay.
I mean, if you want to purposely fail your will save, you can, but it's not going to have the result.
You got a 13.
You aim the ray of frost at yourself, and you begin casting. And as you see the spell forming on your finger, you watch it getting gobbled up by the worms inside of your body. And they stop you from casting Ray of Frost on yourself. There's also something strange about these worms. Them feasting on your magic. Roll an arcane spell. Roll an arcane check or a knowledge arcane.
Yeah. Oh, 29.
All right. There you go. Gave you a whisper.
Interesting. I have a okay. So losing this battle. So how do I go about turning the tide?
You are unsure.
Well, I got all the knowledges. Pick one.
It is a foreign entity of lost magic. Unfortunately, in order to beat it, you'd have to study more lost magic. Your immediate thought inside of what you can and can't do would be to piss off something that has ice spells and step in front of it. Very similar to how Nyphix got cured of her worms. How she was inside the trap when she took the hit.
Okay.
But unfortunately, it seems that casting it upon yourself is going to be a battle of wills, and every failure brings you closer to not being you anymore.
Okay. So I got another plan. There's water all around us, right? I assume this fisherman has a bucket.
That it does.
All right. Fill a bucket up with water.
All right.
And then blast it endlessly with Ray of Frost until it's ice.
Okay.
Then put the ice down my pants and my shirt.
It is
and literally lay in the ice.
It is a oddly soothing cold for this blistering, day that you had, but you get the idea that this is not going to fix it. It's just making you cold. You need some strong frost. If it was a problem as simple as dropping ice on yourself, these worms wouldn't survive the winter.
I just need to lower my core temperature to the point that neither of us survive.
That is an option.
It's an option.
So with that, Karrith, you'll hear a knock on the door. And just Nyphix on the opposite side. Can I come in?
Yeah.
And as the door opens, she's going to look at you and go, "You okay?" Come on, let me take a look at it. You took 4 to the back.
I'm fine. We don't need you more inflicted.
I've already got the worms, Karrith. We've already got the worms. And the only thing we can do is group hug Eelix at this point and make it the tree of worms.
Don't joke about that.
Gallows humor.
We almost had him. We almost had him, and he was too worried about that kobold. I just don't understand. I hate that it's bringing me back into the captain here, but how did you all work as a team?
It's a tough question. We're all extremely different. And I suppose it's our differences that bring us together. Never really having anybody who rates on the thing. Who's going to watch for the thing you don't expect. We're talking about the same Malik here, aren't we? Razzik might boast that he's the best caster in the world, but I'm pretty sure if he went 1-to-1 with Malik, have our moment. We have to have our moment. But for right now, Sildan's the best choice. Keeps us close to Esil. Gives us a place where we can be us. And get our armor back on.
Armor back on what bodies? At the end of the day, the more we fail, then what?
Then we fail. And we fail. And we fail. And we fail. And we keep getting back up. Until the job is done. Peace isn't easy. At least that's what the captain said.
I almost couldn't get back up there.
I missed what you
As soon as
said.
I saw it. I said I almost couldn't get back there. As soon as I saw Razzik take that innocent person, I just started to realize I've been putting myself as a shield for people that care none for it. If anything, I failed. I failed my place in this tree, whatever the hell it is now.
I can't speak for Razzik, and I assure you that none of us really sat well with that. But if you couldn't get back up, we would have drugged you behind us, not leaving another man behind again.
Right. I'm just glad you're back with us.
Yeah. Me too. And she'll depart from the room and head up and sit inside the crow's nest, which isn't really a crow's nest, it's just the top of the mast.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak too much on her behalf because she's very, very stoic. I don't know how she would really. I feel like she wouldn't be cool with the hostage taking, but I don't know how much she'd comment on it. She's usually a to the chest type person.
Yeah, I feel like she would have let that set before she actually speaks about it, because that is definitely something in a situation to really work on it, but the priorities were higher, but my emotions were higher in it.
Yeah.
I felt like I risked nothing, and then realized I risked everything.
As the night gives way to day, and you all awake, you'll see that the fisherman is currently chucking his fishing net over the side of the boat to try and attract some morning fish for breakfast. He'll pull up the anchor and begin the layway so that the net can drag along the path and pick up whatever is not quick enough to get out of the net. He'll reset the sails, and you guys are on your passage. Does anybody have any seafaring craft that they want to do in particular while they're out in the ocean, or is this a whatever encounters come on the journey come, and we'll hit Gildan and get introduced to that city as we go?
I do have a question. Can I use my book to change my ray of frost to a ray of wind? And if so, I could sit on the boat and blast the sails, or sit at the back of the boat and blast the sails in the direction I want to go.
Is
Go.
wind an element in Pathfinder?
I don't know. I'm asking. I have
I
no
know.
idea.
I know that you can channel up. Oh yeah, technically, air would be one of the 5 elements.
Yeah.
Right.
But there are spells for that too. But I'll allow it. Try and move at a faster pace. Give a little bit of flavor to the scene.
You know, if he's trolling, move faster, you have the potential to get more fish. So, over and over and over again.
So it's been about 5 days on the ship at this point in time. Gildan is going to be popping up in the next 3. You're hitting about mid-afternoon at this point. And when you're hitting mid-afternoon, you begin to hear the wind take on a different noise. And not Razzik's wind, the air itself. It is soothing, almost melodic. What do you guys do?
I think I stand up and try to look off to the seaside and see if I can catch any like storms coming or like winds. Just kind of do a perception.
Sure.
All right, 21 on that one.
All right. As you're trying to tune in to see if you can smell the storm, get the wet on your skin from possible dew or anything, the wind begins to clarify, and weirdly, it almost sounds like singing. Like the wind is whispering a tune to you. Razzik, Eelix, do you guys do anything?
The wind is attuned to us?
It's whispering a tune.
Oh, it's whispering a tune. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's the tune? Can you don't it out?
That's probably going to be on your part.
I mean, it's on you if you want to make a perception check and see if you can hear it better.
Yeah, you give her one.
I don't think that's a great
22.
idea.
Maybe the song that we're hearing is significant in some way.
Maybe it's sirens.
Maybe.
All right. And Razzik, as you head to the front of your the ship and train your ears in, you will hear the music begin to become clear to you. Make a will save.
Natural 19. That's a 24.
All right.
Can I tell what kind of effect is being used?
It is a chorus of women who are singing. And these women are singing, "Save us."
Nope. I put my fingers in my ears and I run to the rest of them and I'm like, there are sirens. Put your fucking fingers in your ears right now, or we're all going to die. Fingers in your ears. Pilot blindly. Don't listen to the voices. Don't try to interpret them.
I look at Eelix.
I'm going to agree with that assessment.
I try to look around as I plug my ears and look to see where the shipmate was that was driving the ship.
I don't
Make
know,
sure
but I
he's
find him
aware
too.
of the situation.
Yeah, tell him too, definitely. Tell everyone. Find Nyphix, find the ship guy, tell them all.
We're
Yeah,
getting
what?
critted today, it feels like.
You watch the ship guy, not get NPC'd off the ship, but as he hears these adventurers start picking up on the tune as well, he'll produce from his pocket a small tin and hands it to Karrith, who would be the closest to him. And as you unscrew the tin, you will see that it's covered inside with beeswax. Good for your lips and for your ears.
My lips and my ears.
Well, if you want to smooch the sirens, the lips. If you want to not be charmed by them, the ears. Better than running around like a loon with your fingers in your ears.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Mind if I offer it to the others?
sure. I'd rather not lose anybody on this trip.
I set it onto the table and moved my hand away from it for Eelix to grab it.
Gonna follow suit.
Side note, if fucking Owlbear has a way how to bluff rolls, I don't know how to do it. I apologize for every crit that falls outside of your
It is.
favors.
It's absolutely fine. The only thing I see is you can hide rolls, which I think is just weird. Because it's like, then what's the point?
We'll say that the DM wanted to roll. Beside the fact you can hide a roll, but then I can click on your name and find out what you rolled.
Right. So, like...
But that means it's hidden from the other players.
Right.
The DM gets a bonus where he could be like, "Oh, I see that Razzik needs to roll a die. He's trying to be secretive about this. Razzik, give me a hidden die roll, and then when he rolls it, I'll be able to see it, but you guys won't." And that would be the purpose for that.
I see. Okay.
All right. So, Karrith, you proceed to bring the beeswax around and allow people to get their ears full. And as you do proceed to maneuver, you will see a group of what looks like dolphins that occasionally splash up out of the water. And these dolphins are indeed sirens. You watch them posting up around a shipwreck. It looks like the ship has been torn apart by claws and teeth. And you will see bodies floating in the water of dead people who had fallen into this trap before you. Seems to be some sort of a merchant caravan. Judging by the fresh coat of paint on it, either a big business, which is weird, or some fresh recruits who are looking to make a name for themselves, and this was their first foray out without any mercenaries. Soon, the 3 more days pass, and you will find yourselves on the port of Gildan. Gildan is a lovely, majestic palisade of a place. Its walls that outline the outside of it are a beautiful crimson red, topped with gold support trims that go up and through. The wood that is used here is all beautiful cherry blossom tree, as well as cedar and red oak. The hues are brought out with these beautiful stains that are used to depict pictures and portraits of giant elemental creatures along the walls, along the buildings, along the castle. And the castle itself is absolutely massive. It sprawls for almost half of the size of the town. And the town, even bigger. One of the biggest catches that you see in Zildan are these giant stone elementals that are wandering around the town. These juggernauts of creatures that are acting almost as city guards, being an imposing threat, but the most gentle creatures possible. It looks like they guide their steps with very precise pacing. And as you land at the docks yourself, you are greeted by these 2 men who have stars on their foreheads that have lines that crest down the sides of their face. These crimson, brilliantly glowing line that attribute to the star that's on their forehead. The star itself seems to be a darkened bluish navy hue and almost has an obsidian type sheen. They dress you in these. They are address you as they are dressed in these fine reddened silks with gold lined across them. You'll watch as they maneuver their hands. And the boat will coast naturally into the dock, and you'll watch the rope twirl itself off of the dock and land on top of one of the pierheads. They will look and greet you and say, "I see, fish and trading vessel. It is good to welcome you to Jordan. Are you here for trading or here for stay? Business or pleasure?"
Who are
I
they
look over
asking?
at
Are they
Eelix.
asking the ship captain or us?
The ship captain will look and nod and say, "I'm here for business. Won't be long. But these four, they wanted to be dropped off here.
Indeed.
I can't speak for them."
Indeed. We're hoping to stay, at least for a while. Perhaps book passage to some other place.
They, one of the gentlemen will look at the four of you and go, "That's good. That's good. Do you have any passports? Any identification? It's not a big deal if you don't. It's just how we have to enter you into the city."
No, we don't. At least I don't. I can't speak for anyone else.
No, sorry. And I try to push the Tree of Ravens necklace a little further into my shirt.
All right, not a problem. Not our first group of refugees. All right. And he'll open up a chest on the side and pulls out some forms. Upon closing the chest, he hands each of you a form of entry and a pendant. He says, "You're simply going to want to walk through these gates right here. It's going to be the third building on the right. You're looking for Markov. He's with City Admissions. They'll assign you some tasks to get you started, and get you guys hopeful citizenship if you're looking for it, but Regency of Pass if you're not."
Thank you.
Cause no trouble, and the gates will open. And as it does, you will see that on either side of the gates stands a fire elemental who, with a gentle bowing gesture, welcomes you to the city. As people wander back and forth with their wheelbarrows filled with goods, their marketplace absolutely bustling at this time. You'll see the trade goods of Jordan on full display, which will be enunciated more during our next session. But Jordan will be open to you, and so much so, the next leg of our journey. The Tree of Ravens, regrouping. Or running away. I'm not your dad. And with that, that's where we'll end it for today.
All right.
This way, Sweet Mama didn't miss much. And we still got 2 hours out of the session, if I'm not
Just about.
mistaken.
Yeah.
Hour and 45.
Okay. I'm going to kill the recording.